morning. It's Mona and it's my morning view. Fall edition 2025. Feels like winter. Oh my goodness. Chilly Willy. I got one glove on the hand holding the phone. Let's stretch it out. Let's stretch out. See if I can stretch out the phone. Oh, so it's not so close to my face. And one hand without. Sticking it into my pocket. Closing my jacket. Brr. Cold on this Memory Monday. So, I meant it's Friday, on Feisty Friday, when I let everybody know here that I had broken my leg. I had broken my fibia. I have found out since then that I have done more than just broken my fibia. I have also broken my talus. So, yeah. So my talus is broken. I just realized why they call it a talus. I'm sitting there thinking about geology and about, you know, the crags on a cliff type of thing. Well, when it's broke, that's kind of like what it looks like. It looks like it's about to just shear right off the cliff of my foot. Anyways, yeah, I saw the X-rays last night. I am not an X-ray technician. I'm not a doctor. But you kind of can tell, and so I sent my daughter where I thought it was, and at the same time, she has been looking at foot x-rays for so long that she's probably kind of an expert, even though she is not a doctor or an x-ray technician, and we both looked at exactly the same spots where we think the break is on the x-ray. So, yeah, it is kind of obvious, not as obvious as the one. This is why it's Memory Monday. That happened 9 years ago. Now I said 10 years ago. And I said that I have had content stemming back 10 years. Well, I realized that is not true. I realized that I had miscalculated when I had started my morning view. My morning view started after I broke my leg in 2016. So, after I broke my leg in 2016, I'm sitting on the couch. I'm watching the sun come up. I'm looking at all the beautiful colors. And I start blogging. It started out as a blog. See, I thought I started it at the end of 2015. Because 2015 is when I had gotten my... at the beginning of 2015, I got my life coaching certification. And in the fall, the beginning of the fall, that same year, I got my consultant certification. And so I thought I started my morning view then, but I did not. I did not start it until after I had a broken leg and I'm sitting on the couch watching the sunrise and started to blog. So I blogged for, here and there, not consistent, definitely not consistent. And that's when I realized, you know what? I need to jump on Facebook Live and just do these live, because trying to get to a notebook or to a computer with a broken leg, it was fine if it was handy, but if it wasn't handy, then I didn't get to it. So my phone, I had gotten a new phone 2016 because of my certification. I needed a phone of my own to do business. So with that, I began my morning view. And it got the title from watching the sunrise. Oh. That one almost didn't clear the deck. If it didn't clear the deck, it would have been oh well, because guess where I'm at? Right here. I'm here. Let's see. Where's my foot? Maybe you saw that. Maybe you didn't. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, so, Memory Monday. Yeah, I started these 9 years ago. Because I had broken my leg. Now, I broke my leg because there's a tree right there. Right there. It no longer has the branch, but we had cleared out all the leaves, and we had a pile of leaves that was higher than the bottom of the deck. So it was up higher than the bottom of this deck here. So I decided I'd climb said tree and defy my age and jump into the leaves, but I couldn't get to the leaves from the deck. As you can tell, it's kind of rickety. It was rickety back then too. It's actually a little bit more stable now because we've got brackets on like almost every corner. Eventually we'll fix the deck. We got so many other priorities that it's just, you know. So I climbed the tree to the lowest branch, by the way, the lowest branch. And it's not that the height was the problem. I've jumped from that height before. It's not. But I hadn't jumped at that height at the age that I was. I was in my 50s. And I was going to defy my age. And I jumped into the leaves. I did not know I broke my leg. I knew I hurt it. I felt my ankle in pain, but it wasn't like excruciating pain. It was just like, oh, I did something. Not sure what I did, you know. And I walked around and I put some things away and I got things set up because we were going to the Marine Corps ball that night. It was not on the Marine Corps birthday. I remember that. I want to say it was around the 4th of November. That's where my thought is on it. And I was debating whether I wanted to drive myself to the doctor. The doctor was just down the mountain. I'm like, you know, maybe I'll just drive myself to the doctor. I wonder if they have an x-ray machine. So I started calling around. I called the doctor's office to find out if they had x-rays there. And they go, yeah, we have x-rays downstairs. I'm like, cool, because I may have to have my foot x-rayed. And so I was making plans to possibly take myself down so that I could get it done and over with before my husband got home so that we could go to the Marine Corps ball. Well, if I could get it done before that. Okay. I'm having some connectivity issues. So I'm sitting there on the couch. I'm like, okay, now I gotta go take my shower so I can get ready. I can get dressed, right? So I go in to take my shower. This is quite a time since I actually had broken my leg. So I go into the shower. I'm taking my shower. And all of a sudden, I feel faint. I feel like I'm about to black out. I'm like, what's going on? I don't feel so good. So I got out of the shower. I got finished with my shower. I got out of the shower. By now, from the shower, my ankle started to swell. I'm like, I'd already decided that I was going to put an ice pack on it. So I had this gel pack from when I had broken my leg in 2001. And so when I broke my leg in 2001, I had this little hard plastic thing that had gel packs on each side. I figured I'll put that in the freezer while I'm taking my shower. When I get out, I'll just, you know, throw it on, just, you know, get like an ice pack feeling on it. Well, it's a good thing I did that because when I got out of the shower, now I went and I got dressed into some sweats. And then I went and I put this stabilization gel pack on my foot and sat down. And that's when I was like, yeah, I need to call the doctor at this point. It's swelling. And I'm not feeling so great. So let's figure this out. I was actually going into shock. I didn't realize it. I kind of did. And I'm like, okay, I have to get down to the doctor. And my husband came home. Because I was like, well, you know, it's getting really close to when he's getting home. So we'll just wait till he gets home. So he gets home and he takes me down to the doctor. And it was a break. It was like a very noticeable break in my ankle. So we had to go down to the orthopedic surgeon. And when we went down to the orthopedic surgeon, he knew I needed surgery. He said if they do anything that evening, the insurance is going to get all messed up. So we're not going to do anything. We're just going to put your ice pack thing back on and go ahead and take some Tylenol and ibuprofen and alternate them. So they did surgery on Monday. I wanted to be awake for it so that I could watch it. So they were planning on that. But then when my leg wasn't numb enough, when it was time for surgery, they're like, you know what, you're probably not going to see anything anyway because there's going to be a sheet going across and you probably won't see much anyway, right? So they put me out. I don't like being put under. I hate that. Dislike it very much. And I woke up and my leg was numb. And it was numb for over 24 hours. I couldn't walk. I couldn't do anything. Not that I could walk anyway, but I couldn't feel my leg. Because it was non-weight bearing for a little bit. Yeah, and I remember being in a cast for probably... Well, I definitely remember the boot into January. So November 4th, I broke it. Around November 8th, I had my cast. And I had my cast into December. Definitely remember having it around Christmas time because I decorated it like a Santa hat because it was red. And then, I got the boot. It took a really long time. I remember getting a job at a deli after I got the cast off, after I was cleared to walk and all of that. And every day that I went to the deli, I came home and my ankle was the size of a softball again. I went back to work too soon. It was like, no, I'm not going to be able to do this. It's too excruciating. While I was at the deli, I didn't show that I was in any pain whatsoever. But when I would get home, I'd be in tears from the pain and the swelling. And so I had to rest even longer than that. It was months and months and months of recovery, even after I got the cast off. That bothers me a bit. I'll be quite honest. It makes me sad. Because I don't want to be away from the children like that. And because my house has stairs to get in and out, lots of them, it's very difficult to get out. It's even more difficult to get back into the house. So my idea of, well, let me go visit the kids, even though I can't work, is kind of being removed as an option. I definitely don't have that many sick days to use. I thought I could just use my sick days and to be good. But I don't think I have the sick days for that long of a period. And it makes me sad. So I don't have anything like spiritual for you today. It's more of just an update. I'm going to the orthopedic surgeon today, or the orthopedic doctor, and see if this needs surgery. Because the last time I did need surgery, and I broke one bone, and now I've got two. Ah! 2 bones. And so, I don't know. I'm going to have to give you an update tomorrow for Tips Tuesday. I know that those of you that come to me for some kind of spiritual connection to my daily walk, I guess that's what I would call it, you know, for today, for Friday, for today, Friday I gave a little bit. I wanted to create a rhythm with the Lord. All things work together for my good. God didn't cause this. God did not cause this. Telling you straight out, God does not cause people to have pain. He will allow people to have pain. But He doesn't cause it. But whatever it is that you're going through, whatever it is that, you know, you've either done to yourself, like back when I broke my leg jumping out of a tree. I did that to myself. That wasn't the enemy. That was me. That was purely me breaking my leg back in 2016. And what came out of it? My morning beard. God will redeem this as well. God will create something that comes out of this for my good, for His glory. And that's pretty much all I have for today. All right, blessings, everybody. Have a great day. And I'll see you tomorrow. Probably from the same chair, unless it's raining or snowing. Because I'm not going to sit out here with the dog in the rain and snow. All right. Yeah, you coming up step by step, inch by inch. There she is, the star of the show. Howdy. How you do? How you doing? All right. She's waiting for me to throw the toy, and I still have to go. Oh, by the way, if you haven't already, she brings me these broken toys. She has good ones. Did you have a good one up here earlier? If you haven't already, go over to YouTube, Mona E. Harrison, different than my Facebook profile. Mona E. Harrison. You will see my white hair, which you can't see right now because it's, you know, right here. My white hair, my beautiful face, and you will know you're in the right spot. Hit subscribe, like, share, comment, both here on Facebook and on YouTube, and that makes me look like I got a Fu Manchu. Hit notifications on the YouTube as well, so that you know when I'm live. All right, blessings, everybody. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.